what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Bass Chico, smooth as ice, twice as nice, and I'm back with another video. Now this video was just in my recommended, guys. The title is what got me. Look at this, y'all. I am like Michael Jackson. I am international. Julius Malema. Does this sound like something he would say? Yes. So we're about to go ahead and react to this. You guys love these reactions. Make sure y'all drop a like. Some of y'all be forgetting. Y'all been going crazy with the shares, but the likes is what helped the video be seen by more people. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all enjoy, y'all support the boy, smash that like button, and let's get into this.
So the South African problem is deep because it's racially based.
Uh-oh.
So before it goes to gender, before it goes to everything, it first looks at the race. Then it can go into the other areas. I will not stop Van Tonder to come and invest in South Africa. But I will not have a sector in South Africa dominated by Van Tonder's relatives. This is exclusively theirs. When you talk agriculture today, the first thing that comes into your mind is an Afrikaner. Why are the blacks not there? They don't have the land. We're not going to say Van Tonder must go.
The craziest thing about this is the blacks not having land on their own land. Like what, bruh?
Van Tonder, you have been having 30 hectares of land. From 1985 till to date, you only use 10 hectares. What happens to 20? What are the future plans? He's got no plans. Here is Mr. Tambo with plans. He has got no land. Use these 20 hectares of land or lose it. Afrikaners, I love them the most because they've got only one passport, majority of them. Unlike these other ones, we don't know where they stand. They've got one leg this side, one leg this side. So Afrikaners are here.
I get what he's trying to say, you know what I'm saying? He'd rather know that person who's sticking to that one side than the flip-flopper, you know?
With us. We are battling it against each other, but we are in one space. And one day, we are going to find each other. We are not fighting because we don't want each other or wish each other away. We are saying to them, let the land and the wealth of the country be shared. That's all. And that to them means, hey, you don't want to, Afrikaners, you don't want to, because they don't want to share.
People always move the goalpost and misinterpret things sometimes on purpose, bro. I think from me reacting to Julius through the past few months, bro, we've all known, bro, the land expropriation without compensation and all that, bro. It's like, dog, the man is not trying to say we want all this to ourselves. We're saying share. Simple, bro. It's like you're telling a 3-year-old with, it's like me talking to my kids. I got twins, bro. I got a girl and a boy. I'm always telling them to share. Like, I don't get why that's so hard to comprehend, bro.
And most of them, by the way, don't even have title deeds for those pieces of land.
Talk about it.
If we conduct land audit and ask them to produce title deeds, they don't have. They gave each other land before the negotiations because they said to these guys, this thing is inevitable. You ought to be sorted out now.
Supercharge your business with the...
Julius is cooking as usual, man. The man just cooks like, hey, like it's too easy.
You are to make me deputy president or minister of sports, arts and culture. In the group of all those ANC people, there's no one who can outshine me.
Wait, what?
Before the negotiations, because they said to these guys, this thing is inevitable. You ought to be sorted out now. If you are to make me deputy president or minister of sports, arts and culture, in the group of all those ANC people, there's no one who can outshine me.
Oh, you talking heavy.
As a minister of sports, arts and culture, I can be looked at as a president. People can be looking for water and say, bring Malema here. I'm the minister of sports, arts and culture.
What?
Because we'll perform in such a way that our people will long for our immediate takeover of the state. I grew up in other people's houses. We didn't have food at home. But I never ate food of that home for free. After we were given food, I was the one who was working hard to demonstrate my appreciation of what I was given. I never asked for free things anyway. I'm not the regional.
Gotta respect that.
International. I can walk into any country You'll think Michael Jackson, the showstopper, has arrived.
Ah!
In the whole continent.
No way!
So you're telling me about Limpopo, what?
Michael Jackson.
I was born in Limpopo. I'm not a Limpopo citizen, I'm a South African citizen.
Talk to them.
My interests are in this country. I led this country when I was 17 years old as a president of COSAS. Why would you still see me as a person who comes from Limpopo if you are not seeing me through the eyes of tribalism? And that makes you a tribalist yourself.
Bruh, if that's one big thing, first in Africa, and it's crazy for South Africans. Y'all got to worry about racism with the people who came and took over y'all land. And then among yourselves, you got to worry about tribalism. Now, tribalism is not even just a South African thing. It's crazy around a lot of countries in Africa, even Zambia, where I'm from, bruh. The president who's there now, HH, Hakainde Hichilema, if y'all don't know, he is Tonga, and that's like the tribe that people in Zambia say is usually tribalistic, and they love giving people stuff to their own people. But somehow he became president, and yeah, I don't know what's going on with the tribalism, though. I ain't really been keeping up.
A regionalist, not me. I don't see my. I go anywhere in South Africa and feel comfortable.
That's how it's supposed to be.
This is an opportune moment for South Africans to make a serious historical turn, because 1994 we thought we were there, only to realize now that we are now in a more crisis than we were in 1994. So it's not in the culture of South African political parties to debate, but if it gets introduced, we don't have a problem. We debate in parliament, by the way. So we really don't have a problem. I can debate President Ramaphosa. If I debate President Ramaphosa, I can tell you now, we're not going to be far apart from each other. He can't say from his mouth he doesn't want the return of the land into the hands of the people.
Right.
You'll never say that. There's nothing to fear from a debate. It's all in your hands, guys. We are here. You say to us, Mail and Guardian had one in Forte. The deputy president of the EFF went, and the deputy president of the ANC ran away after confirming. We never ran away. We sent our deputy president. So there was another debate now, SABC. We sent Mzwane Lemanyi, and ANC sent Mtswaledi. And the only party that sent the president was PA. The PA president says, now the Nigerians have taken over the business of drugs in this country. And
stop it.
He said prostitution. They've taken, how can that be a complaint that people have taken over the business of drugs and prostitution?
Prostitution is crazy.
They took it from.
Why are you mad that they taking over prostitution? Well, let them take over that. But also, they're not taking over that, bro. That's just petty stuff people say. It's not that many Nigerians in South Africa. Yes, it's a lot, but bro, come on.
Bro. He's fighting for the business of drugs and prostitution. He said that. And if he was debating me, I was going to stop there. Are you fighting to prostitute people and sell drugs? Why do you say they've taken over?
Oh,
the
Lord.
takeover is not a problem. The problem is getting rid of drugs and arrest the criminals irrespective of their nationality.
Monday.com is the best way we found working together as a team, and we move mountains with it.
The jobs in South Africa are going to be given to South Africans. The only requirement is a South African ID and qualifications. I don't have to take a platform and say, no Zimbabwean will work here. No. But you hear what I'm saying. And of course, the Zimbabweans will work here. If there is a skill that we think they are bringing into our country, we'll definitely employ them, especially if that skill is not available. That's how the world economy is built, by the way. That's what makes America a superpower.
Talk about it. America then to be honest, for them it's exploitation, bro. Because man, as much as the Mexicans do a lot of work here building and all this stuff, and as much as Africans do stuff, the treatment that we get back as Africans or that Mexican people get, the respect that they get, bro. Oh Lord, you gotta experience it, bro. For as much as we help with building, whether it's Wall Street, whether it's buildings and stuff like that, man.
American military, we are told, is the one that discovered internet. But in reality, you might find that there was some young man who was so clever, and it came to their attention that, hey, there's this guy with this kind of different mind and brain. They come fetch you and say, show us here. And then from there, they finance that idea. From there, it becomes an American idea.
Yep. Kind of like how the CIA be looking for operatives and stuff like that. The CIA is kind of hard. Like, yes, you could apply, but most of the time, if you've done your research, the CIA finds you, bro. They might be looking at some people who are hackers, good hackers. Hold on, we might be able to use him. We can use him to hack China. Hold on, bring him over here. Nah, just playing. They ain't using him to hack China, but y'all get the point.
Anyone with a skill all over the world, if Americans identify it, they don't wait for you. They come and say, we'll give you a green book. Come to America. So yeah, we hate people, even those that have skills that we don't have. We've got skills.
Makes no sense.
Deficits. We in South Africa are still piloted when you fly by white Afrikaner males. If we want well-trained females with hours, necessary hours to be pilots who can fly commercial flights, they may be found in the continent. We may not have them here.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go and fetch them in the continent and bring them here to dilute that whiteness of pilot space, no, you're giving jobs to Zimbabweans because you are comfortable with giving jobs to white Afrikaner males. You don't have a problem with that. Why are we still having...
One thing I like about Jew, he does not hold back. Sometimes it might be the way he says it, but to me, it's about what he's saying, bro.
Sectors dominated by white Afrikaner males in the areas where we don't have skills, and we don't go and borrow African skills to come here to dilute the whiteness of those sectors. That is a debate which must not be had, because people can't vote for you. If you say that, you must know votes are going. Even when we're told that this thing of foreigners and being protective of foreigners and outsiders is going to cost you votes, we said, let it be so. I'm waiting today for anyone, and Mzwanele should have asked that question in that debate. I want someone who's going to tell me this country is a successful country economically in the world because of the fence. They put a border. After putting a border, they were very successful.
That's not how it works, bruh. And he knows that. He's clowning on that. But it's some people who, I don't know, it's probably just gatekeeping. Some people just love to gatekeep. And I don't understand. To me, I'm not even going to touch on that, I ain't going to lie. Because that's just opening a whole can of worms I don't want to open, bro.
Borders, as if border is a prerequisite for development and successful economy. What is that? What is that? We have never preached for undocumented people. Because we would have said South Africans must not get IDs if we are promoting undocumented people. How do we say South Africans must have IDs, have an ID campaign during elections, and then the rest of others must not have papers? There's no such a thing. Everybody must be documented. But where you stay is immaterial. The reason why I don't like these xenophobic things is because when they degenerate, they go to tribalism. What happens after we're done with Zimbabweans is vendors. What happens after we're done with the Swatis. So today, because of tribalism, parties are now flourishing in some in KZN were saying we need a Zulu state, we need KZN state, and because we need a Xhosa state. Then the racists come on the other side and say we want independence of the Western Cape, because they've realized you tolerate nonsense. If they know that you reject this kind of divisions, starting from the continent and all over the world, none of those people will speak that language amongst yourself, because that language must never be appealing to any of us. Anyone who speaks division, we must say to them, no, you don't belong here. So that's all I can say.
We hear you, Big Jew. We hear you, Big Jew. Hey, the man has spoken. I ain't even gonna lie, he was spitting. He was cooking. Make sure y'all go comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all disagree, agree. Let me know who you're voting for. Elections are coming up. It's a few days, man. Just a few days away, bro. We almost there.